Kicking off today's show, we're thrilled to be joined by Alberto and Samuel from Matrox. So, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
How are you doing? How you doing?
Very good. Yourselves?
Fabulous,
I think it's going well. How's the first day of the show been for you?
So far, so good. It's been great. Great to see, obviously, the crowds, and we're launching some new products here at the show. So, always very exciting to be here at ISC.
Wonderful. So, I am the AV newbie. I know we've had a few conversations, but I'm learning a lot, and this is obviously a great show to be at to learn so much about the AV world. So I keep hearing all of these things about 2110. I don't want to pretend like I know everything about it. Can you school me and maybe some of our viewers who aren't really sure, like, what is this technology?
Well, it's basically a new IP format of protocol, I should say, that is being used to basically go from the traditional baseband technologies that we used to, such as HDMI or SDI, that's been used often in the broadcast world, and basically using new IP technologies to be able to build, bigger setups. We use a lot of IT technologies that are out there, or IT switches that the world is, that the IP world or IT world has been using. So it's an open standard, been pushed by the SMPTE community, and that's one of the things that we've been really supporting, because it is an open standard, and Matrox is a strong believer in supporting open standards. So people can interop easily, customers can pick best in breed, and that's what SMPTE 2110 brings to the table.
Interesting.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, I mean, you've been long known for graphics cards at Matrox, but at its heart, Matrox is an engineering company, essentially. And can you share any success stories or case studies where Matrox's solutions based on 2110 have made a signignant impact on the customer production? So,
yes, Matrox has been well known for graphics cards, and even while we were developing graphics cards, we always developed different types of products. So we were making video encoders and decoders, KVMs, and we also were making SDI video I/O cards for the broadcast community. And when 2110 started, Matrox jumped on it right away at the early days of this new IP format, and have started developing products into the market. And one big project that we're very proud of is something probably you've heard of, this big round ball in Las Vegas called the Sphere.
Yeah, I think you might have heard of it.
Yeah, heard of something like that.
So this is like sort of it's a state-of-the-art building, okay? It has the latest technology in terms of not just the screens, which are 16K by 16K, the highest end audio, but the whole setup is based on 2110 in terms of networking. So we worked with a company called Fuse Technology Group, which got commissioned to be able to do the live production for whoever's playing in the Sphere at the moment. And they basically chose our technology to be able to take the content that is playing on media servers to put it onto the network. Okay, so this is where our converters called Convert IP came in, which support this 2110 format, and also they were using our technology, our KVMs, to be able to control the live production remotely while they're at the control desk. So it's been a great, exciting setup. It's state of the art. It's bleeding edge. And we've really enjoyed the relationship with Fuse Technology so far.
And I imagine that project that you're referring to there is a kind of a real test of the technology, because there must be tons of kind of like networked devices that are working with that 2110. That's actually a real test of the capability of the technology, right?
Correct, yes. It's been a great experience. It's really, like I said, state-of-the-art from A to Z, and it really helped test our products and really allowed us to really push it to the limit. So we're very proud to be involved in that project.
Excellent. I think we should ask Samuel a question as well, because
yes.
he's trying to get away without saying anything. So,
you won't get away with it here. So I understand that there's definitely an increasing demand for remote production and distributed workflows. So how does Matrox adapt its product roadmap to meet those evolving industry needs?
Well, the industry is after very intuitive things. They want their stuff to work. They want to be able to mix and match the things that they need. If they have some productions that they want to mix with their AV signal management or their enterprise collaboration tools like Zoom and Teams, they're looking for the technologies and tools that will make them achieve those goals as easily and reliably and as cost affordably as possible. So we've been supporting those efforts by channels and customers by introducing products and developer tools to support as many of those workflows as possible. We have some of our elements that are used in live production, some that are used in AV signal management, and some that are used in recording, and some that are used for enterprise tools at very low bit rates for the internet and for cloud and streaming.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And in terms of scalability and flexibility, how does Matrox's product roadmap cater to the needs of both sort of small scale and large scale broadcasters adopting 2110?
So broadcasters have very specific requirements. Broadcasters, when they're supporting a large network, they want synchronization of all of the equipment on their network. The cameras, the production equipment, the whole facility is synchronized. SMPTE 2110 is the standard for synchronization at scale. What we've been supporting recently is the continuation of standards that are building upon that to add flexibility for other types of organizations. Mm-hmm. So the VSF introduced a series of open specifications called TR10. This is commonly known as IPMX. Mm-hmm. Those continuation standards that build on 2110 add a lot of additional elements. The ability to support automated signals like HDMI that have, the ability to resolve resolutions between a source like a PC and a display. Yeah. The ability to handle more types of content than just the broadcast resolutions that are 16 by 9. Yeah. So the AV market needs a lot more flexible content types, a lot more flexible content signals, and a lot easier methods to connect professional equipment to enterprise equipment and to mainstream equipment. And IPMX addresses that, and Matrox has been building products to support those things.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Awesome. So we're seeing 2110 really blow up in the broadcast industry. So can you speak a little to the significance of that and how it's revolutionized video production?
Well, yes, of course, 2110 is really starting to take off on the broadcast. All new broadcast facilities are all being wired up using 2110 and 25 gig technology. But like Sam said, Matrox has been at the forefront and heavily involved in specifying sort of the cousin of 2110, which is referred to IPMX, which handles different requirements that the AV industry really needs, and both in distributing content or even in some of the AV type productions that enterprise companies or universities or government type broadcast centers need to put together. So Matrox has been in the forefront of that to help enable being able to use IPMX to distribute their content, and it's compatible with 2110. So if they want to have a 2110 for a higher uncompressed content, you're often using 2110. If you need to then distribute the content, you're using less bandwidth, and that's where IPMX comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. And what specific challenges does 2110 and working with IPMX as well address in terms of IP-based video workflows? I know we've touched on a little bit, but and also how does Matrox kind of contribute to overcoming those challenges?
Yeah, so 2110 again is really designed for synchronization at scale, but it was built for the broadcast industry. So what broadcasters wanted was the ability to migrate SDI specifically to an IP-based solution.
Right. And
SMPTE 2110 covers the video, audio, and ancillary information functioning just like SDI, but in an IP format. Mm-hmm. IPMX adds the flexibility of different types of networking, not only a synchronized network. With IPMX, you can put IPMX devices on a 2110 network, and they will behave like a 2110 product. They will synchronize to the PTP of a 2110 network and continue that support and that compatibility. There's also the option to use IPMX in a very cool way. This is what we call the party without the hangover. So there are some markets that they require synchronization, but they want to build something a little bit more cost-effective and simpler. So with IPMX, you can achieve an AV synchronized network of lots of devices, but in a different way than SMPTE 2110. You can achieve the synchronization where the intelligence for the synchronization is in the endpoints and doesn't rely on specialized switching equipment to distribute that synchronization information. Mm-hmm. And another option that exists with IPMX is to use no synchronization at all. There's a lot of applications in AV that you don't need the PTP, so digital signage and control rooms and so many areas. So IPMX also supports this option. So Matrox has diligently read all of these standards, all of these specifications. A lot of work, a lot of paper, and we've diligently implemented those things into our products. And we have support for all of the different formats and all of the different rules of how to behave on networks, and are trying our best to be interoperable with as many companies implementing the standards as well.
Yeah, so that's our big interest, is that number one, it's a standard, so it's open, customers can pick best in breed, and not only, because 2110 really focuses on 10 gig networks and up, 10 gig, 25 gig, 100 gig, but IPMX allows customers to use their 1 gig networks, and that's another big thing that interested us in supporting and getting behind IPMX and participating heavily in the specifications of IPMX.
Absolutely, and I guess the most important question of all, if people want to find out more, where can they find you here at ISC?
Well, of course, they could go check us out at our website, of course, at matrox.com, but here at the show, we welcome everybody at our booth, and it's located in Hall 5, 5D 500 is our booth
good.
number.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. I learned a lot, so I'll be stopping by your booth and asking you to repeat some of this.
Excellent. Thank you for having us.
Wonderful. Thank you
Great stuff.
again.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Awesome.